Hey guys, and today I'll be doing a rundown of how to play Fenelle. Now, I'm going to be going very quick with the deck profile, as most decks these days have been solved on VG Paradox and the GP meta. So, I thought the best thing to probably do going forward, instead of moving doing profiles, is to explain how the deck functions, how you're supposed to be playing the deck. So, once you look at a list on VG Paradox, if you decide to pick up the deck, have a way of how the deck functions and what you're expecting when playing said deck. So we do have the ride lines. We've got the 0, 1, 2 and the 3. For grade 3s we have 2 additional Fennels. For the grade 2s we have 4 Pressia and 4 Strega. For our grade 1s we have 4 Crispina, 4 PGs, and then the main meat of our deck is the 16 trick or treats. And then lastly, for triggers, we have 1 lyrical OT, 8 crit triggers, 3 draws, and 4 heals. Okay, so let's explain how the deck works. So I will grab a trick or treat, and then I will grab a Fennelle. Okay, so Fennelle's first ability is that during your turn you can play 3 orders, but you cannot play orders other than Trick or Treat or Regalis piece. And then for its second ability is that when its unit attacks, if you played 3 or more orders this turn, you can counterblast 1, choose one of your reguards until the end of turn. That unit and this unit get critical +1, and all of your front row units get +2000 power for each Trick or Treat in your drop. So what Trick or Treat does is continuous. You may have up to 16 Trick or Treats in your deck, and we're running 16 at the maximum, as we want to be consistently playing 3 Trick or Treats every turn. So, and then its rest of the ability is, play this if you have a Vanguard with Fenelle in its card name. Perform one of the following according to the number of times you played an order with the same card name as this card this turn. So the first time, your opponent chooses one of their reguards, and they may put it on the bottom of the deck. If they do not put a reguard, you can draw a card. If you play it the second time, you get to draw a card and countercharge 1. And if you play it one more time, you get to choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from your drop and call it to a reguard circle. So they're the 3 abilities that your Trick or Treat does, and again, we always want to aim to play 3 Trick or Treats every turn. Now, for our key pieces, the key cards of our deck are the Crispina, and our most very important regard is the Strega. Crispina is good for the fact that it allows us to deck fan and search for Trick or Treats, as when it's placed you can counterblast 1, search your deck or drop for a Trick or Treat and add to hand. But then also during your turn, if your drop has 3 or more Trick or Treats, this unit gets +5000 power. So, because of how the Trick or Treats work, and because of how our ride line works, our ride line, when they're rode upon, we look at the top 7 and we add 2 Trick or Treats from the top 7 and add to our hand. So, if we are playing a Trick or Treat on our grade 1 and grade 2 turn, and maybe we discard 1 Trick or Treat for cost of the ride line, we will have those 3 Trick or Treats straight away, so our Crispina is already at 13. So this can be a card you can pretty much leave in your front row in the early game and just swing for 13 and just bash straight away. Or you can also have it as a booster behind your Strega, or maybe another card in the front row, and it will make a magic number essentially, because every card in this deck, aside from the draws, it's, especially on our grade 2 turns, it's going to demand an NK shield. So that's pretty strong. Now with Strega is very, very, very strong in this deck, so we'll go over both her abilities. So her first ability is that when it's placed on reguard circle, other than by a unit card's ability, if you played a normal order this turn, you can still blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose the 1 card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from among them and reveal it, call it to reguard circle if it is a unit card, and put it into your hand if it is a normal order, then shuffle your deck. Then its second ability is that when this unit attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if this unit was placed this turn, you can counterblast 1, draw a card, and it gets +10,000 power. So, reason why Strega is very, very powerful in this deck is, first of all, it allows us to deck them It lets us search for more trick-or-treats, so we always have free trick-or-treats, especially on our grade 3 turn, so we're constantly playing free orders, so we can use Fenelle's second ability. But also the fact that it also helps us build a board, so we can search for like Crispinas, or any other unit we want to call out, just to make our deck thinner so that we have a higher chance of hitting triggers. But then with her second ability, when opponent's Vanguard is on grade 3 and plays this turn, we can swing, counter +1, draw a card and get plus 10k. Now with its first skill as well, if you do play a trigger treat, for the third time, and you call a Strega out, Strega also still procs, as it isn't called by unit card's ability, which means you can deck fin even further. So essentially opening a Strega in the opening hand is very, very strong, because you can start deck finning, adding trick-or-treats, getting unit cards out from your deck as early as grade 2, and you constantly deck thin. It gives you, again, higher chances of opening into more trick-or-treats, and it gives you more chances of finding more key pieces as well, so like Crispinas too, which is very, very handy. And just overall, a very, very important grade 2. Now, because Strega is very important in this deck, and we want to make sure that we always open it, because it is essentially also our way of gaining hand advantage, we need to add consistency pieces that give us a better chance of drawing into Strega. So that is the reason why I decided to run free draws, and it's also the reason why we run for Pressia. Now Pressia is the energy cycle of the deck, and she's, again, very important for the reason that, when she's discarded, or also when we guard with her, we can energy blast free and draw 1. So this helps us dig further into our deck, and also gives us that more of a higher chance of getting Strega. Now, on our first grade 3 turn, we want to have at least 6 to 7 trick-or-treats in our drop. So the best way to do that, again, we're going to be playing 1 for our grade 1 turn, we're going to be playing 1 on a grade 2 turn. So essentially, all you need to do is at least discard a trick-or-treat on your grade 1 or grade 2 turn, so that when you do play your free trick-or-treats for Fenelle, you have 6 in drop. Now the reason why we want at least 6 is that it actually helps make some very good magic numbers, especially if we do get out to Crispinas. Let's just say this is our board, for example, when we have 6 trick-or-treats in our drop. So with Fring with Fenelle, Fenelle would give both herself and Strega a crit, and then they also get plus 12k power. So Fenelle would be 25 by herself, but then with the booster of our Crispina, she's swinging for 38. Now if we're swinging for 38 going first, and the opponent is on grade 2, that's 38 of crit. If we drive check and hit a crit, that's now 3 damage. So essentially we are asking for the opponent to perfect guard our attack, or commit a lot of cards from hand to stop its attack. Now on the other side of Strega, for example, so Strega would be 10, but plus the 12 should be 22. With a 13, it would make 35. It is generating another very powerful magic number. So that is the reason why you want to at least aim to have 6 and drop. If you have 7, that's fine, or 8, that's perfectly fine too. But 6 is a magic number of trick-or-treats that we want in our drop on our first grade 3 turn. So we're making those magic numbers and pushing the opponent as fast as possible from hand. And that is the quick rundown on how to play Fenelle. If you guys did have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching the video. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like. And while you're down there, why not subscribe and hit that notification bell so that when I upload another video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching.